Dustin, what's your approach on facing the Vancouver Canucks coming in for the first time this season?
I mean, it's pretty much the same as every other game. We don't change our approach. Just be aware of their personnel. And it's about not only being aggressive with them, but being smart aggressive. Because if you run at them with no game plan, they're going to pick you apart as well. So I think part of our whole idea with them is it's not any one man or two man coverage. It's always having help because they make really good plays that generally will be one or two players, and it's having that third layer there.
And now that they've got Verbat on that line, he's a pretty good finisher. You obviously know him. I guess it gives them another dimension at right shot that you got to be aware of because when they get the puck there, it's a pretty seamless move for a right shot guy.
Yeah, that's probably one thing they've been missing over the last few years for as a player to play with those guys. And Verbata's a bit of a king killer in Phoenix, so it's definitely a line we'll be aware of.
Do you remember much? And he only played, I think, 18 games here last year. Do you remember much of Lyndon Vey when he was with you guys, when he was recalled last year?
I knew him pretty well. Just, pretty skilled guy. It's hard to make our lineup the last couple of years. So
yeah, you look at just down the middle. Although he put out some pretty good numbers in the A. With
I mean, he's
Toffoli and Pearson.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he's got an opportunity to maybe make that jump to this level, and with that, it's a learning curve. So
how do you guys win a 6-game homestand where you don't lose a game, and then is this just the ebb and flow of the season? I know you've had your lineup. You guys have been in and out. You're trying to find combinations. You talked about the 70s line having a really good homestand, but what's been happening of late?
We just haven't played 60 minutes, especially on the road. We've had good periods on the road, but particularly our starts were really poor on the road, and it's a hard lead to try to come from behind or climb back into it after you've got off to a poor start. So that's been part of our issue, is just not playing a full 60.
The NHL Wives and Girlfriends show, is that airing down?